Are you looking for ways to customize your Zoom background? Perhaps you're looking for some ways to have some fun with your kids or give information that's important to them as they come into your virtual classroom. I'd like to show you one way of doing this using PowerPoint and turning it into video. Now you may want to put your virtual classroom to work and create something a little more fun. Again, I caution you from having a very busy background when you're in session, but it can be fun to have something in the background that's animated as your kids are coming into your session. I'll show you both how to put that into Zoom, and I'll show you how to create it in PowerPoint. So to begin with, I have my virtual background, and when I put it in presentation mode, you can see it looks like this. There is a little bit of animation, something I wouldn't necessarily want during class, but when the kids are coming in, this can be a little fun. But I can spruce it up even more if I want to. So the first thing you may want to consider is animation, some GIFs, and maybe a video. So I have a video that I've already downloaded. So I'm going to click on Insert, and Media, and Video, and I'm going to grab a video from my computer. Okay, so this is my video. I'm going to resize it, and I'm actually going to put it in the window so that I can have a background, a garden scene in the background. So when I put it over top, it kind of hides some of the things I don't want to be hidden. So I'm going to make it fit. And the little guy that it's hiding, I do want to keep him there. So I'm going to click him off, just drag him out of the way for now. And so I put this in the window. I'm going to right click on my little flowers and bring it to the front. And this little guy, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to right click and I'm going to bring it to the front so I can put him back. You can, if you wanted to, make the whole background a video if that's what you wanted to, but that's the choice you have. But I'm going to put it in the little window. Now I can actually edit this video right in here. So when I double click on my video, I have two options that come up. I can format the shape, or I can actually change the shape of my video if I so want. So when I click on it, it can be round or anything else that I want. I'm going to click undo because I want to keep it the square. And then I have playback options. Now I'm going to trim the video because the video is 3 minutes long. And I want to just select a section of this video in the middle. And my whole video is only going to be a little bit of time. When I push play on the video, this is what you see. Now when I pushed this into presentation mode, you could see that I had a couple GIFs. So let me show you how that works. So I'm going to go out on the internet. Okay, and I searched for transparent and GIF. So whatever you're looking for, make sure it says transparent and GIF somewhere in your search. So I looked for a cartoon robot that was both transparent and a GIF, and you can see this is the one I'm going to select. I simply right click on it, I copy it, go back to my PowerPoint where I'm building. Now I'm not going to have anything selected, and I'm just going to hit Control V, and there it is. And I'm going to put this little guy right here. So let me show you what I have so far. Alright, so my video is not playing. Well, that's because I forgot to do something. Any kind of video that you have in this format, you need to make sure it plays automatically. So I'm going to click playback, and it says click right here. So I want it to play automatically. So I fixed that little problem. So let's go back out to presentation. There we go. So we have a little bit more movement in our virtual classroom. I'm going to hit escape, and I'm going to show you one other thing that you might be interested in adding into your background. I'm going to insert, and I'm going to insert 3D models. Some models are animated. Other models, you can animate them yourself. So if it's an animated model already, it has a little running man. If it does not, it just looks like a regular model. So I'm going to click on this one right here. And I'm going to look for a model. Here we go. This guy looks like he's fun in our little classroom, and insert him. All right, there he is. So I'm going to move him over to a different spot in the classroom, and as you can see, he's having a little bit of fun over there. There he is, just jumping around. Now, you can animate basically anything in here, and it will be part of the video you create. So when I click on animations up at the top, I have some scenes that already come with my animated model, and I can choose different scenes. Okay, I can add additional animations to this if I want. If I want to add animations, I simply click on animation, and I can add these additional animations. I'm not sure if it might make my room go a little crazy, but just for funsies, let's go ahead and add an additional animation. So let's have him move. I'm going to make a custom path. Let's do that. So instead of dancing around in one spot, we're going to have him, and I'm going to make my screen a little smaller, because I'm going to have him go off the screen. And I'm just going to click where I want him to go, and he's just going to run across and out. Okay, I can click enter. That's really fast. So let me make it a little bigger so you can see. So this is his motion path, and it has to start on click just like the video. You need to have it with previous or after previous, so I can stay like this. Never have anything in your video with a click because it won't work properly. Now the duration is 2 seconds. That was a sprint across the room. That needs to be increased. 4 seconds, or we could just type it in. I'm going to say 6 seconds. Okay, let's see what this looks like in this very busy classroom right now. Alright, he's a little low on the screen, but we can fix that. So what I'm going to do is click on it, and I can move the whole thing up just a little bit. Click presentation again. If that's what you want, we're good. We can make it go a little slower too if you want. Alright, so we have added a video, a 3D model that's animated. We have added our little guy right here that is a GIF that already comes animated. We had some other animations already in there. So this is our very busy little classroom. We can now turn this into a video. So the first thing you're going to do is, if you're not saving it in your OneDrive, you will need to save it. So File, Save As, and I'm just going to go ahead and save it. Okay, once you've saved it, your next step is to go to File, and now you're going to export it, and you're going to export it as a video. So click Video. Now it defaults to Full HD. That's not going to work in Zoom. So you need to move it down to the smallest file size right here, and click Create Video. And I'm going to put it in my desktop, and I actually have a little folder called Backgrounds, and I'm going to throw it right in there. This is my virtual classroom. This is not a classroom I definitely want going on when I'm trying to teach kids, but definitely as they're coming in, you could have a little fun with this. Down here, I can see that it's saving. Once you've saved your PowerPoint as a video, your next step is to go put it in Zoom. So at that point, you can open Zoom. There are 2 ways to put your video into Zoom and change it as a background. One way is to click on the gear up at the top right underneath your little picture icon. Click on the virtual background in the left menu, and there's a little plus button right here. You're going to add a video. Look for where you saved it. There it is right there. You can see it's saved as an MP4. Click Open. And there it is right there. And it will just play in the background over and over and over again. The other way you can change it, so I'm going to go change it back to something else that I have. I'm going to start a new meeting. During your session, you can actually change midstream your video by simply clicking on right here where it says Stop Video. There's a little up button, so I'm going to click on the up. I'm going to choose my background. Your students will have no idea that you're changing your background because they can't see any of this. And then I can change it to a different background. Now once we've had our fun and it's time to maybe get something a little more serious up there or less distracting, you can quickly change it over to a more flat background, something that's less distracting your students. And then when you want to have a little more fun, you can change it to something else again. So the things to remember when you are saving your PowerPoint as a video, so let me bring that back up. Please remember to click File and then the Export. And when you're creating a video, do not let the default stay as HD. You need to click the standard. If you pick any of these, they will not work in Zoom. You need the low standard. I hope you have fun creating your own custom backgrounds.